Corn has exploded higher plus 6.75% to $442.75, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, June 26th, and this is your complete global market briefing. It is a split session across global markets. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news. Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is broadly flat at $7,357.49, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Investor sentiment is being shaped by tech stocks drive unnerving sell-off in global markets, The New York Times. NASDAQ 100 is trading higher by plus 0.75%, at $29,440. Investor sentiment is being shaped by NASDAQ closes lower as chip sell-off resumes, Micron shares extend losses. Dow Jones is little changed, hovering near $51,921. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow rises, S&P 500 and NASDAQ slip as RE jitters return ahead of Micron earnings, Yahoo Finance. DAX dipped minus 1.16% to $24,706. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.63%, at $10,464. Equity markets are responding to reports that oil nears pre-war levels, but a top economist warns lower prices could mean higher inflation, Business Insider. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Apple plunged minus 6.12% to $275.15 in a significant session. Apple Intelligence adoption rate across the iPhone 16 base is the variable that will determine whether this cycle outperforms the last. Services revenue, now running at over $100 billion annualized, compounds regardless of hardware timing. The India manufacturing expansion de-risks the China tariff story meaningfully. Watch for any product announcement that could re-accelerate upgrades. Rocket Lab plunged minus 5.53% to $80.69 in a significant session. Government launch contracts with the US DoD provide baseline revenue visibility. The Electron rocket utilization rate is the near-term earnings driver. Any contract win announcement or NASA mission assignment would be a meaningful positive catalyst for the stock. Samsung made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 5.30% to $339,500. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. ASML surged plus 4.45% to $1,841.18 in a significant session. High-NA EUV shipments are the growth engine. Demand from TSMC, Samsung, and Intel for the most advanced nodes is exceptional. The backlog visibility is multi-year. China export restriction risk is the key overhang. Any news on high-NA throughput improvements would be a catalyst. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Equity markets are responding to reports that oil nears pre-war levels, but a top economist warns lower prices could mean higher inflation, Business Insider. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow rises, S&P 500 and NASDAQ slip as RE jitters return ahead of Micron earnings, Yahoo Finance. Turning to commodities. Brent crude plunged to $72.80 per barrel, down 3.27% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that markets news, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall for third straight day, oil prices drop to lowest level since start of war, Investopedia. WTI crude plunged to $69.23 per barrel, down 3.74% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that markets news, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall for third straight day, oil prices drop to lowest level since start of war, Investopedia. Natural gas slipped to $3.34, down 0.18% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stock market news, Dow finishes higher, NASDAQ lower and S&P 500 flat, Apple and big tech stocks fall, Micron stellar earnings boost semiconductors, investors monitor Iran. Gold edged higher to $4,062.70 per troy ounce, up 0.8% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold price could struggle through 2026 as it loses safe haven status to US bonds, buys McGlone, Kitco. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $469.31 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.49% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, gaining 0.41% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.60, losing 0.1% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that gold, silver ETFs fall up to 4% as stronger dollar rate hike fears weigh, Business Standard. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Thousands of investors rely on our daily briefings to cut through the noise. If you are finding value here, please like this video and subscribe. It directly helps us keep producing this content every day. Leave a comment with your market view. We feature the sharpest takes in future videos. Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.